To see your good faces in the morning. So you guys are curious, right? So since we got only 5 minutes, I'll just go through the innovation that we have made. So basically, you can say train, but we are not going to implement a train, and we are not going to implement the application for the train. It's something like this. I'll let you know. Think of a situation that you are traveling in a train, or you are using any public transportation method, or you are in a position where you can access to the internet. So it can be like you have no data in your mobile, or you have no credit in your mobile. So if that is the case, so if you want to connect to the internet, so there's no any way. So there are 2 options you can do, or go for a stranger and ask him to switch on hotspot, or else you can go to a stranger and ask him to send some credits, and you can turn it to the data and you can connect to the internet. So the both options are not going to work. So no any stranger is going to give free data, free hotspot to a stranger. So, and this is basically some scenario that what happened to me. So I was in the park. So one of my friend called me and said me like, so I have an assignment to submit before 12. I got only half an hour, so I couldn't even submit that because I was in the park, but I had no data, I had no cash in my mobile. So what I had is, I had 100 of people around me, but I was trying to go and ask them to switch on hotspot for me, or even to send credit for me to connect to internet. So the solution is here. The solution is Sci5. Connect anywhere, everywhere. So yeah, tell me what is Sci5?
So what is Sci5? Sci5 is basically a data sharing application that makes you feel like you have a walking public Wi-Fi around you at all times. What is new? When we talk about what is new of Sci5, we are the first to develop such an application that allows you to connect to some other Sci5 user's data and access it. Because as he mentioned earlier, it is very hard in a moment where you don't have, how we take our mobile phones and go in search of coverage everywhere. So at a moment like that, you can connect to someone else who is using another network provider to access their internet. So moving on, Sci5 is very easy to use due to the simple facts that it has a very easy user interface with a few clicks. With a few clicks, you can connect to someone else's data over hotspot, as you said. And also, it is easy to download. It is available. It will be available on our Play stores and your app stores. It also is cheap, as a data sharer. You would be earning a profit due to the differences in your amounts of data you use, and it's easy to track how much of data you have provided to someone and how much of someone else's data you have used. And you can also use it very conveniently, as it consumes very less power than a usual Wi-Fi. How do we use Sci5? You download, you search for a nearby user, and you connect.
So this is the connection phase. I'll let you go through this, and there are 2 users, client and the provider. So client looking for the Wi-Fi, so client requests from the provider, and provider gives hotspot, and they both connected. So during the connection, so we keep the statistics in our database, so we track it. So after in the money transaction phase, we give back the statistics. When the connection is over, we give back the statistics to the client. So later on we are getting money from the client for the database, and at the end of the month we're going to pay the provider. So this is a demo that this is the way that how it's going to work. So provider is there. So provider is switching on the hotspot. You can see. So when it is switched on, so they upload the connection, details of the connection is to be seen, and this is the client side. So client is looking for hotspot, so if it's available, it's shown, and he get connected. So the transaction statistics are there. So the both devices are connected to the hotspot. So these are the technologies that we use: Android SDK and Cache API. We use Cache API to connect because we are getting money from the client. So we use Cache API and Subscription API as a support for the Cache API, and file-based database, Google Cloud Platform, Google Maps API, which we can indicate the hotspot around us, and SMS and LBS APIs. So these are special features. We can automatically check the available networks around us, and we record the amount of the data product that we use, and hotspot provider can earn profits. And if there is no any service is available, we use SMS to request the server, the provider, to switch it on the hotspot.
Alright, thank you guys, your time is up. So let's move on to the Q&A session.